I'm going to demonstrate all 4 division types again, doing fraction division. This time the problem is 1 1/2 divided by 2/3. There's 1 1/2. Divided by 2/3. So here's my first one I'm going to do. I'm going to do take away division. Here's 1 1/2, and what I'm taking away is this amount. So here I go. Here's 1 1/2. I'm taking away this amount. I've taken away once. I've taken it away twice. And now I'm taking away this amount. So that's the amount I'm taking away. So far I've taken away 1 2/3. I've taken away a second 2/3. Now I want to know how much of those 2/3 am I taking away? I see that it takes 4 of these to make up 2/3. And I've taken away 1 out of the 4. That makes up that 2/3. So the final answer is I've taken away 2 2/3, 1, 2, and I've taken away 1 out of the 4 that makes up that other 2/3 that I'm taking away. So my final answer is I've taken away 2/3 2 1/4 times. That's takeaway division. Now I'm going to do measurement division. And measurement division, I know how much I have, and I know the size of the groups. That's the size of the groups. It's 2/3. What I don't know is how many groups can I make of 2/3. So let's check that out. Let's solve the problem. So here's my 1 1/2. I've made one group of 2/3. I've made another group of 2/3. And now I've made, I can't make 3 groups of 2/3. I can make exactly how many groups of 2/3 can I make? I make up 1, 2, and 1/4 groups of 2/3. So the answer is 2 1/4 groups of 2/3. That's measurement division. I know how much I have, I know the size of the groups. What I don't know is how many groups of 2/3 can I make. Now I'm going to do the problem using partition division. In partition division, I know how much I have. I know the size, I know who I'm sharing it out to. I'm sharing it out to 2/3 of a person. What I don't know is how much one person received. So here's my whole person. I'm only sharing out 1 1/2 to 2/3 of a person. So I'm going to share this out. What do I have to do to share this out? I have to be able to make an exchange and share this out equally. There, I've done it. Now I've got to do the same thing here. I've got to share this out equally to 2/3 of a person. I know how much 2/3 of a person receives. But in partition division, the answer is what one whole person receives. I only know what 2/3 of a person receive. So I have to put out the other third of a person to figure that out. If this half of a third of a person receives a half and a fourth, this third of a person receives a half and a fourth, this third of a person needs to receive a half and a fourth so that we know how much one whole person received. Because in partition division, we're interested in knowing what one whole person received. So I put these back together. That's what one whole person received. So let's figure that out. Person received 2, 1, 2, and a fourth. One whole person received 2 and 1/4. That's partition division. Now my next one I'm going to do is comparison division. In comparison division, I know how much I have. I know who I'm comparing it to. What I don't know is the ratio. So here we go. So I've got to compare 1 1/2 to 2/3. I can't compare these because I can only compare like units. So here we go. I've got to I know that I can change all of these into 6s. So all of these have to be turned into 6s. Okay. So how many 6s do we have here so that we can compare and write the ratio? I see that I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 9 6s up there. And I'm comparing that to 4 6s down here. So the ratio is 9 to 4. 9 to 4 is the same thing as 2 and 1/4. So 1 1/2 divided by 2/3 using comparison division. I have 1 1/2 here compared to 2/3. I can't compare them the way they are because I can only compare like units. So I turn everything into 6s. So I end up with 9 6s here to 4 6s here. So the ratio is 9 to 4. 9 to 4 is equivalent to 2 and 1/4. And there's my answer.